Hey boys, Adachi here, bringing you the Arknights closed beta test. My first impressions. What is Arknights? This is a game, I believe, by Yostar, the same people who did Azure Lane. This was a pretty popular game, and this kind of has a very similar art style to it. The basic premise is that you are a doctor who has amnesia, and it is up to you to help these squad of people figure out how to survive, and you are trying to find a cure for an infection that is spreading among the people. This is a tower defense game, and a lot of the story so far has felt like a visual novel, a very well done visual novel so far from what I've seen. There's also some base building jazz and whatnot. But without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, we're going to go ahead and start off with the combat though. So I'm picking an easier quest because some of these I've actually kind of struggled on. Here you can go ahead and pick one friend from your friend list. I believe that you actually have to add people in order to get more than this on your list though. So I get to pick up to 10 units and then 1 support unit. Alrighty, so starting off with the combat, let me pause this real quick. You can see these different points at which the enemy is going to be coming from. You can see we have one point where these land units are going to come from, and up here is going to be a drone point. So these are going to be units that are going to fly over these walls actually. And then over here is the base that we need to protect. So let's go ahead and place one vanguard down. Oh, I have to actually unpause it. So place one down, we'll place her right here.
Okay.
So we have one vanguard down there. You can see the associated cost for all of the units above their picture here, and then the amount of the costs that we're going to be getting. So let me go ahead and slap an archer somewhere around here. Let me see, is there a way I can cover? Yep, okay. So there, now I can cover this path as well as the path the drones are going to be coming from right here. And this cost is going to slowly increase, as well as the rate. The rate is also going to increase. You can also see the limits of the amount of units that I can put up, and I think we mostly just need archers for this map. So let's go ahead and slap another archer here. You can see these little icons that are going to show their different classes. So if I try to place this one out, this is going to be another vanguard right here. And then if we place another one of these out, these are going to be archers. You can also see the range, and we can go ahead and point the direction in which that we want them to cover. So once you pick one of these positions, you actually can't change it, so make sure you pick carefully. Over here, this is going to be a kind of a ranged melee unit that I can actually place on the track. You can see these archers here. I can only place them on the walls. Here is going to be a healer, so I can go ahead and place her right here to make sure that she'll stay topped up. You can see her health bar is getting pretty low. So that is the health bar, and then this is going to be the skill bar. When this is at max, this little icon will pop up. And then we can go ahead and use one of their skills. So far I only have one skill for all my units, but we can go ahead and take a look at it. It gives attack plus 30%, so we'll go ahead and pop that on. So that way she can help take this guy out real quick. We also have some mages here. They're going to do a different kind of damage. They're going to deal magic damage because some units are not going to be taking a lot of physical damage. So you're going to need mages to clear that out. And then you can go ahead and also see their stats if you click them as well. Yeah, and that's about it. We can also take them off the map. So let me go ahead and test that out. We're gonna throw on our lizard boy right here. Have him face this direction. And then if we go ahead and remove him from the map, or if he gets killed, he's going to be put on this cooldown. And this cooldown is going to change for every single unit. So let's go ahead and actually try to help out a little bit here. We'll throw this mage right here. And then he's got a skill up. So let's go ahead and pop that attack up. I don't know if I already said it, but this is going to show the amount of hits that our base can take, and then the amount of enemies that we need to clear in the map for us to actually finish up. And then up here you can also see we can speed up the battle right there as well. Over here you can go ahead and see how many stars you got out of 3. I think you can check these before you enter the map or while you're in the map. You can't actually check it now in the results screen. But you can see our account XP went up, our trust went up, which we'll go over when we take a look at all the operators individually. And then you can see the rewards here. Looks like we might have some kind of a boosted event going on right now for the extra drops and the bonus XP and gold there. So that is the combat in a gist. Up here you can go ahead and see our in-game currency, like your gold and whatnot. This is going to be the paid currency that you get. We can't show anything in the shop yet because you can't buy anything at the moment. Alrighty, and up here is going to be some kind of a shop. Now, because the game's in closed beta, you can't actually, like I said, you can't really purchase anything, and I doubt that this is going to be everything that's going to be in the shop at launch. But here we have a recommended page, so it's going to have like probably little sections here, so that way you can see the different things that they got going on. Some of them limited time, some of them not. I'm sure a big thing, a part of this game is going to be the skin shop. So if we check out the skin shop, it changes their in-game sprite as well as changes their art. This one is really neat, actually. So I'm not sure what the theme is going on for here, but now Fang here has a nice little coffee, a black coffee with this street sign. I don't know. I think the art is really cool, and they use a lot of different artists, so they have a plethora of art styles, but overall, I say it looks really, really nice. Here's a certificate shop. I'm not sure how you get these things here. Oh, it actually shows me. That is too confusing for me right now. But you can buy these permits here to get more units. You can go ahead and purchase the in-game currency here with these certificates, so you can trade those in. You can get the gold, as well as a bunch of other resources that you can use for different things. And then they have a bunch of different tabs, so we can go ahead and get some units here as well. And then the furniture store, which is going to be used for some other things that we'll go over in a little bit. So right now, over on the left, we have these login bonuses here. So we can, oh, actually I can't do this one yet. So this is some rookie rewards here. And these are sign-in rewards. Down here we have this rotating banner of different things that they're trying to show off. Those look pretty neat, actually. Here's a quick display of the login bonus rewards here. Then before we get into characters, I wanted to go over the missions real quick. So first off, we have daily missions, and each one of these is going to fill up these little slots over here so you can get these bonus rewards. So if I click claim here, you can see that little chest piece filled in over here, and I got that reward. Then if I click this again, and boom, we fill up these chest pieces, and we continue to get these rewards up to this 7th reward set. So you do get an absolute ass ton of dailies to do, so this game is not going to be afraid to keep you busy. We got some weekly rewards here, as well as the one-time claim story mission rewards. And then here is going to be what I hope is going to be a non-limited deal, but it's like a bingo thing where you clear out these specific rewards, and then you get all these different bonuses, and then you complete all of them, and you get this reward here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into our units here. So we're going to take a look at the first unit you get and kind of the main character that helps you along. It is going to be your first 5-star. Now whether or not she's actually going to rank up against other 5-stars, I have no idea. But here with Amiya, if we take a look, we can go ahead and see her level and the XP it takes to get to the next level. I think you can only, don't quote me on this, I think you can only get this by feeding them these little battle records here, having them read these files. And then that is going to be how you level up your units. Here we can promote them. This is going to give them some new skills, as well as boost some of their parameters. So this is going to increase her cost by 2, so the amount it takes to actually place her on the board. But it's also going to increase her range, and then she's going to gain a new skill. And you're going to need all these different materials here, as well as shows you the level requirement right there. The next one we have is going to be upgrading your skills, so it shows you what you need to promote to in order to unlock the extra skills, but we go ahead and select the skill, and then we click this little button down here to upgrade the level, and once again it'll show you the materials you need, and then it'll show you the bonus that you're going to get for upgrading that skill. Potentially you're going to do this with, I'm assuming, going to be dupes, because it does say her token, so it shows you the success rate, and then I'm sure there's going to be some other kind of what they call them training plans that you're going to be able to use multiple of in order to boost the success rate. And here, once again, this is going to be boosting up the base stats. Quite a bit, actually. Down here is going to be kind of like a unique passive, so it'll show you when you get that. And over here, you're going to be able to see stats. So if we click, it'll actually show us what these are. So it shows the rate at which she redeploys. So if she's to die, or if we are to take her off the map and want to put her back out, it shows that it's going to be a long cooldown for us to actually put her back on there. It shows the cost at which it's going to take to put her on the map, as well as how many units she can block. So this means that if she were able to be placed on the map in the enemy's track, the amount of enemies she can keep in front of her is only going to be 1, and this is going to go up depending on the class of the unit. And then the trust here, you're going to increase this as you continue to use the unit more and more and more. So this is just going to give some passive stat boost right there. And then down here you can go ahead and see the different roles that a character has. So these are things that you're going to want to slowly memorize and learn for when you pick friend units. And then you can see the range down here and all this other jazz, really neat stuff. Oh, and you can see the skins up here, but there is only one skin in the game, which is that free skin they let you play around with in the closed beta there. Alright, we're going to save the gacha for last, but the next bit that we're going to look at is going to be our base of operations. So, here in the base we can go ahead and right now you can see these little bars that are covering up these grayed out areas. These mean that there is debris in the way and we can't actually put anything in these rooms. So if I turn this back on, we would actually be able to clear these out, but it shows what we need to clear these out. So I need a control center level 2. which looking at it, I don't even have a control center level 1. Oh, it's right here. This is the big one right here. Okay, we're going to take a look one by one. We're not going to take a look at all these things, just kind of a quick glance at them. So we can go ahead and check out what these do exactly, and then the operators that we have attached to each one. They are all going to have their own different bonuses for different rooms. Now if we go down here, this trading post here, we trade in the items that they ask for, and we're going to get this currency for it. And then a little more of an interesting room here. We can go ahead and select the products that we want to slowly build up, so kind of like a clicker game. And it shows us the requirements that we need to actually start building all of these things. So eventually, when we get a level 3, we can get these Originium shards, and these can be traded for, I believe, for the in-game currency, and then you can also use these to refresh your stamina as well. So if you guys do want me to go over the base a little more in depth, just let me know down in the comments below. And while we're looking at it, I forgot the stamina system. There is a stamina system. It is called Sanity, which you can restore with some kind of an item that we don't have yet. Or you can spend that Originite Prime that I told you that you could build in the base there. You also get these from like clearing missions and whatnot to recover our max amount of sanity here. And I believe we can also use it, yep. So we can also use it to trade for the Orindum, which is going to be used to do our summons. And the last bit before we get into our summoning system depot, this is just going to be a little item box here. Shows all the materials we have and whatnot. So first one I want to look at is not going to be the gacha, but the recruit. So this system is that if we spend a little bit of the gold that we have, as well as this material here, we can go ahead and actually just recruit units at random and not need to spend any of our pulling currency. So a little different from the gacha, but we can go ahead and get units from this. And then if you want to speed it up, you're going to need some other kind of item called an expedited plan. So if we take a look, I'm going to start from the bottom here. This shows the cost that it is going to take to actually start getting one of these free units here. And then at the top, we can go ahead and change the amount of time that we want to let this sit and kind of build up. So the lowest that we can go is going to be 1 hour, and it shows us our possible star rating. Obviously, we're going to want 5 stars, but who knows if that's what actually you're going to want to be using this system for. I'm sure some smart people who have played the other versions of this game would be able to know that a little better. But if we go ahead and increase this hour count here, you can see here that starting at 4 hours, we can actually have a small chance of getting a 5-star here. And if we increase this, I believe up to a cap of 10 hours, we can go ahead, oh, nope, just 9 hours here, and we can get either a 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star. So I'm sure the rate goes up for 5 stars here, and if we turn this down, then we go ahead and throw 2 stars back in the mix. Down here is class tags. I think you're going to be able to refresh and get different tags as you build some more stuff in your base, but right now we can select up to 3, so I can go ahead and select, I don't know what kind of unit this would spit out, probably nothing good, but Defender, Caster, Melee. A little interesting there, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of tags that you're going to want to try to use to really pinpoint and focus down units that you might want more specifically. Now, this isn't going to guarantee that you're going to get these tags here whatsoever. It's just going to help kind of narrow it down for you, if it does work at least, because I've only done one so far and it just crossed out the tag, so I didn't even find the unit I was looking for. But the neat thing about these is even if when we're trying to go for the max amount of time here and we're trying to aim for those 5 stars, the amount of these records that it takes here is not going to increase, just the amount of gold we have. So if we set that to 9 hours, boom, this will actually be ready to open up when we stream tonight live over at twitch.tv/AdachiGacha. You guys should definitely come hang out with us tonight. We're going to be doing our Kaido Robin pulls, and we're going to be checking out this game for sure. And the last, the great, is going to be the gacha pulls here. So down here, it's going to show us our probability. Oops, I don't know why it actually closed out of that. Oh, it's just, this is the entire screen right here. So it shows us that to get a 6-star, oh wow, there's actually something above 5-star. I didn't know that. So to get the highest rarity, a 6-star is going to be a 2% probability. The 5-star at an 8%, 4, 50, and then 3, 40. That's actually really, that's honestly really interesting. The 3-star is less than the 4-star, huh? I think this is going to end up being one of those games though that you can make a lot of different units work, so I don't think you necessarily need 6 stars, but of course if you're going to want to be re-rolling, then you're definitely going to be wanting to aim for these 6 stars. And then the first 10 roll, it says here I'm guaranteed 1 6-star operator, so we'll do one roll here on the video, and then we can go ahead and see other banners here as well. This is going to show us who has the rate up, and it says that 50% rate up, so I'm assuming whatever the actual specific rates for these 6-star units are down here, these are going to be slightly boosted for Exu, CI, and Angelina. And for some of these banners, it's even going to show us the 6 stars or the focus 6 stars. We're going to be able to click preview, and it's going to be able to show us their neat little art as well as the skills and whatnot that they're going to learn. So that's pretty cool that they're going to be able to allow you to look at kind of what you're going to want to aim for at least. So those are the rates of all the 6 stars. I think they shows all of them right here. I'm not gonna wait. No, it says I'm guaranteed one. So yeah, I have to get one. I want Shining. I want Silver Ash because I like my husbandos, or Siege. Those are my 3 that I want here. So let's see. Oh shoot, do I not have enough? Okay, so it allows you to spend your Originite Prime like that to go ahead and get your roll in. So 10 rolls is 3,800 currency, and clearing all of the story didn't get me that, but I didn't actually claim all my mission rewards yet. So let's see. This little screen here is really cool. I like how you open a bag. Secure the bag. Oh, is this the 6 star? Oh shoot, there it is. Hell yeah, we got Siege. Look at those short shorts and these, honestly, these titties are a little, oh, that's cool. Vanguard, so she's gonna be like a unit that's going to help block off and hold off units there. But cool. Doberman, she is, I'm pretty sure she's already a free unit that wait, no, she's actually not. No, we got to use her in a tutorial, that's it. And we get these advanced certificates for gaining a unit for the first time. I don't know what these are for. Huh. Matterhorn. You'll see a lot of animal traits in a lot of these guys because I guess that's what the infection is supposed to do. Turn them into animals slowly. He's like an ox or a cow. Oh shoot, 5 star. Nice. Dang, I'm getting a lot of these defenders and vanguards. Liskarm. Oh, she's cute. Holy shit, that was a long dialogue to go through right there. Gravel. It says she's new, but I've definitely seen her. Maybe I've seen her in a tutorial. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I have 2 accounts. I have one on my phone, and I pulled her on my phone. That's why. This one we definitely already have. And then, yep, here you can see when we got a dupe of her, we got the token, so that is definitely how you're going to be able to, I forget which upgrade that is, but that's how you're going to do that upgrade there, how you get those tokens to upgrade your units. Alright, so after skipping, ooh, they even add little lights on here. The little bells and whistles to make it feel special when you get those 6 stars and those 5 stars there, but cool. Oh neat, and then at the end it shows you all of the resources you got. So I ended up getting 2 of Lava's tokens here, and then these can be exchanged for rare items. Oh, you know, I think you use these for the shop, I believe. I believe these are both used in the shop here, so. Cool stuff, and yeah, that about covers everything for the beginning of the game, or at least taking our first look after having unlocked finally all of the menu screens here. So far I really love the art of the game, and I think the gameplay is very simplistic and very enjoyable. Realistically, we won't know how the game is as far as like you know, paywalling and you know, monetization in general going forward, at least not until the game officially comes out, since there's we can't actually look at the prices for anything, and yeah, whether or not those 6 stars are like going to be necessary. And oh yeah, oh shoot, I forgot to collect these. They're giving us some free stuff to play around with in the closed beta. But yeah, that about covers it. If there's anything specifically you guys wanted me to take a look at, or you wanted me to kind of go over more in depth while the closed beta is still going on, please do leave them in the comments below, or you can go ahead and ask me over on our stream. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're as excited as I am for this game to come out. This has definitely been one of my top games that I want to release for sure, 100%. And yeah, that covers it all. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.